I believe in looking at character defects, things that we've got that hinder our growth, that hinder our progress, that we may not even know. We may be jealous, we may be envious, we may be selfish, we may be self-centered at times, we may be this, that, this, that, this, that, this, that. And some things we don't even know until we take a really good look at ourselves. So I kind of believe in going through that character defects and picking them out and replacing them with spiritual principles. That's just a little bit even deeper. And it's something that after we finish this, if we go on to more personal development, not finished, that we might work on, because I really feel like, but it's that's just me. That's just me. The book works and we're going to work it. Okay. So, and then, we went on to some characteristics that we would like to have. What kind of characteristics do you think that you're going to have to, that you would have to acquire all of these things? So in a way, by looking for what, yes, it feels great. Yes. So in fact, while looking for these characteristics that you need, in a way, you are also looking at your character defects. Like, if I need to be more proactive, if I need to be more of a self-starter, then, my character defect would probably be procrastination or laziness. So, I want you guys, and this is just something that's just going to take you a little bit deeper into what the book is teaching us. Okay. And brutally honest, gotta be brutally honest. Okay. Nobody's going to see this but you and God and the universe that's about to give you everything on these lists. Okay. Eva, can you close the bedroom door? I want you, by the characteristics that you would like to, that you think, you would need to have, okay, to be able to acquire all of these things. I kind of want you to look at each one. And if there is a characteristic that you have that you need to replace that with, okay, I want you to write out that character beside it. And then I want you to put an X on it. Okay. You're so beautiful. You're so beautiful. Okay. So tonight, let's see. Oh, my poor book is falling apart. I mean, it's pieces. Okay. Let me get situated. All right. Okay. So now, okay, we've got our lists for the most part. Okay. We've got our list made. Now we're going to work on turning these lists into goals. Okay. So now you have completed the first step in arriving at the blueprint for the future. Okay. The prime requisite to using Dynasite, okay, to attain riches. Okay. You've made a list of those things, tangible, intangible. All of these make up your desires. Okay. The next step, okay, is laying out those listed items in a manner that lends itself to constant use, okay, which your success is going to require. Okay. In short, we've got to take these lists that we have made and we've got to turn them into concrete goals. Okay. This must be done by applying the list to the list certain qualities or points of reference in order to make them entirely consistent with you, your life, and with each other. Okay. All right. I'm going to have to make you guys another PDF. Okay. So we're about to go over a checklist. Okay. For goal development. Okay. We're going to take each one of the needs and each one of the desires that we've listed, and we're going to examine it carefully, okay? The wish may have to be altered slightly to meet all of the tests below, but it can be. Once the wish is in a form, we will meet each test below. Write it down. These writings are your goals. Remember, this is one of the most important steps in the whole process. If you do not write your goals, you cannot use them as set forth in later classes, okay? If you don't have them written down, don't have your goals written down, you're going to be lost as we move on, okay? I'm about to give you guys a checklist, okay? If it is not made to conform to the checklist, you will find you cannot use your goals properly and they're far less effective, okay? Start writing after checking and do it now, okay? So one is like, do you really want this? Or does it just sound good? Like, if somebody else reads it, or is it so small? Have you made your goal so small you think you've got a really good chance of getting it? Okay. This has got to be something you really want, like the ultimate. Okay. Does this goal contradict any other goal that I'm setting? That is wanting a $250,000 house with a $20,000 a year income. Okay. So the solution to, as you're writing out your goal, would be, if you want the $250,000 house, raise your income goal. Raise your income goal. Does that make sense? Three, do you have any problems with goal cooperation? Would your family be against you achieving them? Talk it over and adjust them. And I think that's meaning more like spouse. But I'll tell y'all what, when I do personal development, I am selfish as fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is me. This is my life. Anybody that's in it is here to add to it. Like, but I don't know. I'm not married yet. So I've been single for a long time. But when I do personal development, I'm selfish with it. I'm selfish with it. This is my time. I'm doing this for me. I wouldn't be the person that I am if I didn't do it. And like these lists that I'm making, like, shoot, yes, it's me and only me. Yes. Okay. All right. At least I'm not the only one. But if I don't even know what you could have possibly written down, that unless it was like you want two husbands or something, that might be a problem, with your spouse, that could be a problem. I really can't think of anything. But if there's something that you're writing, that you're looking at your list and you're looking at these questions, I'm about to drop them. Would it cause a problem? Think about it and adjust. Okay. 4, is it positive rather than negative? Okay. Is it positive rather than negative? Remember, as we said before, it's what we want, not what we want to get rid of. Okay. So it's like, I don't write it as, I don't want $30,000 in credit card debt. Write it as, I want to be debt free. Okay. 5, and I told y'all it's very, very important to write this out in detail. Is it expressed in total detail? You remember the guy that was at the train station and was like, I just want to get somewhere nice where I can get a good job and live abundantly and raise my kids, and the guy at the train station was like, dude, I can't help you. Got to be write down, not a big new car, not a big new $35,000 car, not a big fancy Mercedes. Instead, a brand new black Mercedes model 380 SLC with, y'all know mine's the Escalade, 2023 Escalade ESV, black on black on black, black tinted windows, tan leather interior, navigation, GPS, moonroof, sunroof, electric. down to the details, okay? If it's a house, make it in the exact same degree of detail. You know, I want a 6-bedroom brick rancher. Where do you want that? Do you want it in the country? Do you want it in the city? You know, what kind of style do you want it? You know, or do you want it modern? Do you want it Victorian? Do you want it? Write it down and make it very, 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 very detailed. Okay. And is it realistic? Now, by this, I only mean, is it possible for any human being on the face of the planet to achieve it? And I don't mean, is it too realistic for you to have today? Is it too realistic for you to have it? Okay. Unrealistic. I want to fly through the air without a plane or any other appliance of flight. That is totally unrealistic. Realistic would be, I want to pilot my own private $1.25 million jet aircraft. If it's a goal that anyone can attain, it's realistic enough. Okay. Is this goal set high enough? I can't tell you guys how many times I'll be writing affirmations or saying my affirmations or writing down my goals, making them plain. And God tells me, no, girl, bigger. You need to think bigger. I can't tell you how many years of manifesting that I screwed myself by wanting less than I was capable for. Okay. So is your goal high enough? Okay. Because this factor is so important and it's so often misunderstood. Okay. Let's talk about it before we go any further. Okay. Number 7 is probably the most serious checkpoint for turning your list into goals, because it's the last chance. As we're doing this is the last chance, guys, that I have got to persuade you guys to stop limiting yourself. Okay. If you've asked for an income that is immediately like $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 more than what you're making now, if you've asked for a position at work that is like only up the ladder, like a rung or two from where you are, you're just asking to not succeed. More than that, you're guaranteeing that you will not succeed. You're using what should be a floor and ceiling. Do not use the goal method as a system of limitation. Reach out. Like I said, I want you to write down stuff that is so big, that is so extravagant. I want you to write down income numbers that are so big that it scares you. Okay. Make sure that your goals are set high enough. Can't emphasize this too much. There is no goal which is so high that it's not realistic if some human being can make it or has made it. Okay. Go back to number 6. Okay. Nothing should enter your mind at this point in time remember, it's not your job. It's not your job to wonder, how am I going to get this? How am I going to get this stuff? That is not your job. Your job is to write your goals down, write your list. And now we're turning your list into goals. Not one time while you're writing any of this stuff down was it ever meant for you to wonder how you're going to get it. Just know it's coming. What? Let's take 3 out of there. Wait a minute. Y'all changing the Dynacycle on me? Oh, that's the page. It probably fell out. Oh, yeah, for real. Because you said it was tearing apart. It is tearing apart, okay? How you're going to get this stuff, it's not your problem. It's not my problem, okay? You have been made a promise. Joe Carbo made every one of us a promise when he wrote this book and when he published it, okay? Everything in the world you really want. Everything, okay? All you're being asked to do now is to make a complete and full list, not to decide yourself whether or not you'll be able to achieve that goal. Okay. We're going to show you we're going to show you how you get after you establish the what you want. Okay. We already know how we're going to get it, but anyway. 369, $50,000 a month trading months. Okay, and I am going to make this a PDF, and I'm going to send it to you guys in Telegram, so you guys can start working on it. Okay. 8, am I including the personality factors necessary to goal achievement? Okay. If you're going to have changed circumstances, you need the perseverance, the self-confidence, etc., which you know or is required. Okay. Don't worry about how to get the newer and better qualities any more than you worry about the things which are your goals. Just list them. Just list them with the goals. Okay. 9, is each goal stated as though already accomplished? Very important. That is, are the things you want and worded on the goal list as though you already had them, because they must be. Okay. They don't write I want, I need. Write I have, I am, I own. I am so happy and grateful that I have $500,000 minimum in my savings account at all times. I have. Not I want, I have. Okay. Y'all get that part right. I am so happy and grateful I own a brand new black Mercedes automobile model 380 SLC equipped with blah, 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 blah. Okay. I am so happy and grateful that I am an effective person who always follows through on the things that I start. Okay. So as we're writing them down, you write them down just like we do affirmations, like God's already given to us, like we already have them, because it's on its way. It's already there. We just got to tap in and make a withdrawal. Okay. To do it in this manner is essential to the psychological and psychic effectiveness of the declarations which are to come. Okay. Be certain you use this form in writing all of your goals. I am so happy and grateful now. I have. Y'all know the drill on that. So what comes first? Okay. In addition to the goals you've listed and the needs and wants that your needs and wants, you are now converting them into positive goals. Okay. Along with these, there is a few that Joe asked us to include on our list. Okay. He asked us to include them because it's been his experience and the experience of many others that they do much to guarantee the fulfillment of our own special request. Okay. When you read them, you'll see that they're all positive in nature and contain nothing that you would not wish to have for yourself. Okay. I have come to call them the head of the list goals. Okay. This is because they're already in a form that you can copy. They start you on your task of writing goals instead of just thinking about them. And there are basics which underline all that you will add after them. Okay. And I'm going to give y'all the PDF. So start your list of goals with the following. I am so happy and grateful each and every day that I follow these procedures set out for my improvement. I become more effective, better, and able to function without limitation. The second one, I am so happy and grateful now I pursue my goals free of any feelings of ill will or animosity towards others. I am a warm, friendly, well-liked person. My success is assured and does not require me to take advantage of any other person. Rather, it obliges me to help others without telling anyone about my good deeds. 3, I am so happy and grateful. I see myself with the success I of now. Okay. I have discarded the failure I of my infancy. I am free at last of failures and limitations. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. After you write those, add your own goals. Add every goal you require to fill your needs and wants and to acquire the necessary personality factors from your early list. Okay. Put them in your own words, being careful only that they are stated as positive, already accomplished, and set forth in great detail. Okay. Because so many people find it easy to list the tangible things which they want, but it's hard to list the personality factors which their goals might require. I'm just going to give this to you. Okay. It's going to help. It's going to help. Okay. Most of them are goals that we all need to emphasize. Okay. A lot of these I've already learned because I did them on my last dinosaur and I still practice them today. Okay. So we've got concentration. Okay. And it will tell you how to write. I'm so happy and grateful. I can bring great concentration to bear upon any subject at any time. It tells you how to write them. Okay. We've got efficiency. We've got courage. We've got self-assurance. We've got self-respect. We've got perseverance. We've got success. We've got honesty. We've got organization. We've got creativity. We've got energy. We've got self-improvement. We've got memory. These are all really good ones. Let me piece together my book. Oh, God. Eva? Do you see any pages laying around?
Why don't you check under your desk? I'll check under your desk. I'm sleeping right here.
You're sleeping under my desk?
It is very comfortable.
It is very comfy. Okay, I have lost 2 pages. That is
And there's no papers laying around.
okay. I've lost 2 pages. Give me a second. I mean,
2 pages, and they're probably in your suitcase.
in my suitcase now, baby. I didn't take this book with me.
And it's probably somewhere laying around where you found it. Right?
Give me a second. Okay. We've got speech, we've got reading, we've got emotions, we've got relaxation, we've got decisiveness, we've got self-liking, we've got goals, we've got maturity, we've got foresight, we've got composure, we've got interest in people, we've got loyalty, planning, accomplishment, work for equality, self-starting, self-educated, motivation of others, self-discipline, goal direction, industry, calm and cheerful attitude. Okay, so I will make you the PDF and drop these in there so that you have them. Okay. So in order to assist you in this very important task of personality factors to be your goals, let me assist you further by asking you a few simple questions and then showing you what personality factors your answers indicate you need. Okay. Answer yes or no without looking at the analysis. Should people have to pay school taxes if they do not have children? Do I try to see what others think before I take a stand? Would I rather have people dislike me than look down on me? Can I admit I'm a pretty fair talker? Okay. And then it analyzes, okay? This is on leadership, okay? So it will tell you leadership is the quality indicated, and to the extent your answers match those are given, you have the quality. To the extent they do not match, you should make it your goal, okay? Do you read at least 10 books a year? When faced with a problem, do you find you act on impulse to solve it? Do you like science? Do you feel teachers often expect too much from their students? Okay. The analysis, this is not going on your intellectual efficiency. This is what is at stake here. Okay. To the extent your answers match those that are given, you have and use it. Okay. To the extent your answers do not match, you might consider it a goal. Okay. And then we've got, do you always try to do a little better than what's expected of you? Did you like it very much when one of your papers was read to the entire class in school? Do you believe that in many ways the poor man is better off than the rich man? Do you believe that planning your activities in advance is likely to take most of the fun out of them? Ambition. This is what's reflected in these answers. So it'll give you the key. And if your answers match, you've got ambition. If they don't match, you might need to put it down. Okay. Do you feel that when prices are high, you can't blame someone for getting all they can while the getting's good? Do you feel that every family owes it to the city to keep its sidewalks clear of snow in the winter and its lawn mowed during the summer? Do you feel we ought to take care of ourselves and let everybody else take care of themselves? Do you feel any guilt or shame if you fail to vote in the election? No, this was written in the 70s, guys. This is responsibility, okay? This is the character or personality factor indicated by these answers. So if the answers match, you're pretty responsible. If they don't match, it might be a goal that you want to write down, okay? Do you think that there are as many opportunities for an ambitious person as there ever was? Do you often have doubts as to what action will win approval for you and your work? Do you doubt that you'll ever be an important person? That you'll make a real contribution to the world? Do you get nervous and upset when you feel you've been placed in competition with others? Okay. This is your conviction of success. It's tested here. Okay. Failure that to match the answers means you need to write it down in an affirmation. Okay. I hope that these examples of self-examination have helped you find, maybe some hidden needs you didn't know you had. Now check your goals again. Put them on paper. Okay. As you do, and as you move forward with the next step, I must give you a word of caution. Warning, warning. Don't tell anybody about what we're doing. Don't go out and tell your friends. Don't go out and tell, okay, keep it to yourself. Okay. Your new goals, your hopes for the future, unless it's somebody that is taking these steps with you. Like we can talk about them here. Okay. If your spouse is doing this with you, y'all can talk about it. But other than that, okay, your frame of mind is at a very critical point. Okay. So it would be very easy for you to be interjected with doubt. Okay. Just like, a newborn baby could fall prey to a disease. Okay. So give yourself a chance by giving no one the opportunity to keep you from the wealth and success, which is going to be yours. Okay. When you've started to achieve success, believe me, they're all going to be asking what's the secret. Okay. Then they'll have to deny or admit their own lack of qualifications. So take no chances. Keep it to yourself. Ain't that right, Eva Grace? I see you're back there. So the next step. Okay, we're going to stop. Okay, because we got some writing to do. We're not going to meet again for another couple of days. So let me mark where, because it's going to take us some time to write all this down, and I don't want to go too far, then we can get And it's going to be another two days or so before we have class. Okay. So who's excited? I'm so excited. I love Dinosaur. I love Dinosaur. And I cannot tell you. Oh, moving into this house was like the last thing. Except I hadn't got my Escalade yet, but it's coming. But everything else that I wrote on my last Dinosaur, down to going to the dentist and getting my cavities filled, my bougie ass washer and dryer in there that runs off of Wi-Fi, everything. I've got everything. Everything. All right, guys. Does anybody have any questions?